Alright guys, we are back with another Raid Shadow Legends video. I hope everyone's having an amazing day. Today we're on day 2 of the Bambus Fourleaf Fusion, aka Kung Fu Panda, and I'm going to be summoning all of my sacred shards in order to get the extra epic from the Summon Rush event. Now traditionally with Summon Rushes I tend to go for just the rare because I don't usually have a ton of shards, to be fair. But when I was summoning for my extra legendary one during the week, I managed to save off on 8 sacreds, and then I got another sacred today from the Demon Lord clan boss. So I feel like I'm going to go for this as I am really bad with management with the 16 rares, right? And I just want to alleviate some of that stress and, make sure that I can get the job done instead of getting to the last hurdle and being like, where's the rare gone? You know what I mean? Did Ray just throw it in the bin for me or did I sacrifice it? So I'm just going to be going for the epic today and hopefully we got enough points to make it happen. Like 500 points per sacred. I need about 10 sacreds technically, or even 11 to get the full points, but I do have 6 void shards as well, and then I'll just do some change with the mystery shards. But let me know guys, how's your fusion been going so far? If we just pull up the fusion event calendar, just to give you a glimpse of my kind of thought process going in with this fusion plan. So we will be crossing off the Malkith for the Summon Rush events, so that's going to enable us to take off 4 of the rares, right? And in terms of the ones that I want to miss out on, because I will have that leeway to do so, will probably be the Artifact Enhancement Event 3 for the first one. I feel like I might be using a bunch of silver throughout these events anyway, and I don't mind just doing like the Dungeon Divers as it coincides with the Ice Golem, in a sense, and also the Fire Knight tournament, so I can maybe double dip a little bit and get some of the job done there, so I don't think that's a big deal. So I'll probably end up crossing off this one, right? And then for the Selenia, it'll be between the Champion Training Event and the Champion Chase Tournament. Now, I do believe it's going to be a 2x Ancients on that weekend, and I did have enough Ancients planning to do this kind of thing. But then again, it's like, if I want to save those shards now for the next fusion, I could potentially just keep it and not summon at all, but I'll wait and see, like Champion Training Event I will be having to do anyway, as I will be ranking up all of my rares into the epics and so forth. But with it being a pretty extensive duration, I'm not sure if I could just get away with missing half of it and not pushing the rest, right? But it all comes down to like the thresholds of where they put the rare in this, which will make up my decision. But let me know what you would do in my shoes, guys. If you was to miss one event for Selenia, which one would you go for here? Now, in terms of the meat carver, I think it'll be like the Dungeon Divers, to be fair. Like, we've got the dragon, right? I did half of it already because I needed to get my legendary skill tome for the previous Dungeon Divers, so I've got a few points already from that, but I don't have to completely max this up, I don't believe. It will be between that again or an Artifact Enhancement event, and then for the final one, I think it's just going to be this Dungeon Divers at the end. Maybe, but then again, it is spiders. But for now, I'm probably going to say Dungeon Divers. Maybe get rid of that one for now. Take a bit of the heat off. But I believe that is CVC, if we can write properly here, YST, around this time here, right? Just as the fusion is coming towards an end, as the artifact enhancement ends. And if I manage to get my fusion done on time, that's going to be 30,000 points to put towards CVC. So that's kind of my plan looking forward, coinciding the dungeon events with the Dungeon Divers, of course. Doing Classic Arena is self-explanatory, You just get some victories, get some points, and kaboom, you'll be able to get those there. Summon Rush we're going to be doing today anyway. Champion Training Tournament. Like, in a weird way, like, do I skip this first one here, guys? That might be the best bet here, because this one here actually coincides with what I'm going to be doing anyway, right? Because I need to be ranking up these rares and epics, so maybe I just skip out on the first one as I don't have anything to rank up at the moment, and then boom, just save it all for next week. And that could be the play here. That could be the play. And then basically, artifacts enhancements as well. We just need the silvers and, of course, just sell the gear that is not going to be beneficial to your account over these Dungeon Divers events while you're farming them anyway. And that should give you enough silver, potentially, to get some of those done. So let's head straight back into this fusion. And as you see here, guys, it's going to be 4 different rares, as we just discussed, to go into each of the epics. And are any of them actually worthy to be going for if you're not going for the actual fusion? Now, Panda Bowhorn, aka Mr. Tumnus, has a pretty unique ability in the sense of doing some true fears, ignoring some defense, attacking 3 times, and a weaken against bosses as well. So it's kind of like a one or the other, depending if you're facing champions or bosses, which is pretty sweet. We do have a speed in dungeons by 20% as well. You know, that could be pretty substantial for players out there. An increased speed, an increased attack, attacking all enemies, and a freeze on the A1, which I believe is kind of orientated around the finite hard in a sense, but could be really good for stuff like faction wars or whatever that may be. I think he's a pretty decent champion here. And then the Malkith, Blood Flock, he's got a revivability for anyone that's struggling with the Knights Revenant faction wars. You know, he can come through, do that for you. And he's also got a decreasing of duration of enemy buffs as well, and an increasing as well. So, you know, it's a basic but effective kit, but could be what you're looking for faction wars, or maybe even like the clan boss, for instance, just to play the role of like a Sandler survivor in a sense for progression. So, yeah, some pretty good epics up for grabs here, I guess. And then in terms of Bambus Fourleaf himself, I've actually been in 2 minds about this dude. Like, how much of an impact is he really going to be making on my account? And is he fulfilling stuff that I don't already have from other champions? And the fact is, I think I don't need him at the moment. Like, but there is enough quirkiness in this kit for me to be like, you know, I'm intrigued here. We can have a bit of fun with this. You know, placing those sleep mechanics and sending some debuffs back may come in like use for like the future as well, right? But I do have other champions such as Helia that can strip all of the buffs from our enemies and then, or the debuffs, sorry, and send them to a target. And then I've got Jing 1 that can just place a bunch of poisons on the dragon in the hard mode, or Yumiko with the Hex debuff, right? So I do have other options that can play the role of his passive, where he basically eats up the debuffs whilst under a sleep from your allies, and then boom, you transfer them to the target with the highest resistance, and you know, this effect cannot be resisted. And then of course he's got these abilities of increased accuracy, increased attack, enfeebled that can allow champions to weak hit but cannot be placed on bosses, and then a decreased accuracy which could be pretty helpful in the Hydra boss as well, alongside some shield mechanics and the extensions of shields depending on the decreasing of duration of those, and then a decreased speed on the A1 that becomes AoE if they're under 2 or more debuffs. So there is a lot of fundamentals coming out from him to cater to many players out there and really help you out, right? But let me know your overall thoughts on the Panda. Like, are you just going for it because it's quirky? Do you feel like it's going to drastically change your account? I've seen that he's really good in the Dragon Hard as well, especially in like Avenging or Retaliation gear to basically counterattack and send some poisons back. Like, there's a lot of mechanics that you could play with. I'm just not sure how helpful he will be for my account at this present moment. Like, as I was just mentioning with the Helia, transfers all debuffs from all allies to a target enemy, then attacks the enemy with the default skill, and then he also has a shield, right? So, you know, I could just be using him or using my Jing 1 that everyone calls trash. This one transfers all debuffs from this champion to a target, and then also extends them on a 2-turn cooldown. And this is somebody that I've been using for Dragon Hard as well, and he puts in a phenomenal job. So in that instance, I probably won't use him, but for Hydra boss in particular, I might get some use out of my 2nd or 3rd teams, right? 100%. But alright, talking out the way, let's get into it. 9 Sacreds in a Dream. If he was to proc a 10x champion, it would be this dude. We want a Hefrak. He's the only one that's a non-dupe here. And then also maybe a Vitreous or a Crizia. Let's warm up with the Void Shards and then we'll do the Sacreds. Come on, bring it home. I think the last time that how many shards have I gone through? I must be about maybe 80 or so into Pity, I'm not too sure. Nowhere near like the actual Pity itself to get the extra chance. Oh, I seen a bit of a lag there. When we click that shard, come on. Our respects. See, we're getting good with the names now, with the res. Let me know, guys, as well. What did you manage to summon over this event for your Bambus Fourleaf Fusion? Did you get lucky, a new legendary champion? Did you get an epic you've always wanted? It would be cool if we could just get a Salinia as well. That'd be nice, right? Get another one. That's actually, do you know what? Imagine if we just get all of the epics right now and then we don't have to do any of the fusion. We could just use it all straight away. Alright, here we go. 9 Sacreds in a Dream, guys. Wish me luck. Let's go. Epic. Well, we did get super lucky in the extra legendary event in terms of odds. If you guys want to go and check that video out. So, to be fair, I don't even know if I want to proc a legendary. I feel like just hitting, like, a bit into Mercy for next time. Oh, we're out of space, guys. I'm sorry. Be right back. Alright, guys. We are back. We made the space. Let's go. We're going to get a legendary champion. I feel it. I don't really. Honestly, I don't feel it. But it is what it is. We're doing it for the points. We're doing it for Bambus, the panda. Oh, he's new. Ambassador leveling. He's the taunt dude, right? Increases the duration of 2 random buffs. Its disability places the taunt with the reflect damage. Okay, that's a new champion for me. Happy with that. I'll take it. I think he's new anyway. Another epic champion, and we got a Fenax. Nub raids. We pulled a nub raids. Great champion, by the way, with the block revives and all of that good stuff. We got the pitiless one who, back in the day, I actually used to love this dude, but he wasn't that good. I just thought he looked cool and thought he was hitting harder than he was. But each critical hit heals this champion. He's got an AoE ability that can boost turn meter as well. Some quirky mechanics, from Knights Revenant Faction Wars. Bring it home. Epic again. This is the brute reality of the 10x events, guys. What do you think is going to come out from the Halloween fusion? What would you like to see? What kind of skill sets? Gerald of the Stone. Pretty sweet champion as well, actually. Increased crit rate, increased crit damage. Ignores 25% defense. Immune to specific conditions. All right, bring it home. Last one. I feel it. Genzin. Oh, we got the mask out too late. Lady Atessa. To be fair, I'm actually happy with that. Like, not getting any legendaries, I'm okay with that on this one, because if I was to proc a 10x, I've got a Trundle already, right? Hefrak is a great champion. I just don't feel like I need him personally. I've got other nukers on my account that I've been focusing on. So maybe I could just save the luck for next time, I guess. It would have been cool to maybe get an extra epic. But it's all good. Let's see the Summon Rush now. So we're... Oh, damn, we're knowing... Well, we got, what was that? 180 points? That's alright, I can deal with that. Got some legendary skill terms, some 6-star speed glyphs, some barrels. Shall we summon this Soulstone as well? Let's do the Soulstone. Man, it's steep in terms of points. I don't know how people do this every time. It's quite a lot, right? Like 11 Sacreds, Epic Champion. Oh, Jared of the Stone, we just got him. Oh, we can't put it on him yet. Well, there we go, guys. On that note, I guess that's going to be all for today's video. If you guys did enjoy it, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And yeah, I wish you all of the best with your fusion, for anyone that's going for it, and also for all of your summons and all of that good stuff. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you all in a video soon. Peace.